So you're thinking about moving to Canton, Michigan, and you're thinking about new construction. Well, in this video, we're gonna give you a sneak peek of this beautiful colonial behind me here in Canton Township, and we're gonna do all of that starting right now. So you're thinking about moving to Canton, Michigan. Well, in this video, we want to give you a tour of this beautiful 3,400 square foot colonial, and we're gonna do all that right in 1 minute. My name is Matt Talbot. My team and I help people just like you every single day move here to Michigan, and we absolutely live for it. We get calls, texts, and emails every single day of people who find value from this channel, who actually learn a lot about the area from the channel and want to learn more and deep dive for themselves, and we're here for you at any single time. I want to show you some of the pros and cons, the layout, what you get for this price point here in Canton Township. So welcome inside. Like I was saying, we are in Canton, Michigan, which is a suburb of Metro Detroit. Canton sits about 20-25 minutes to Ann Arbor and about 30-35 minutes to Detroit. So very, very central location on the 275 corridor. A lot of people choose to live here in Canton that are thinking or about moving to the area. A lot of times they're working at Ford Motor Company, or they might be working in Ann Arbor at the hospital or some place on the university or close to the university. It is a very, very central location for that. We're here to give you a tour of this beautiful colonial. It's a new construction home, and I want to take you through some of the bells and whistles, a little bit of the pros and cons of this place, and a little bit about the feedback of the house itself. I think it's a fantastic option for a lot of people looking for this square footage and this type of home here in the general area. We're in the Meadows of Canton, which is a newer construction community. Wanted to take you guys through to kind of show you what, you know, that 700,000-800,000 range gets you here in Canton Township. So this home, I really like the layout. I like the flow. It is just under 3,400 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And so we'll take you through what that means and how this home feels in person for those specs, okay? So this particular house, like I said, 3,400 square feet. We have a 2-story foyer, which we're standing in right now, and a 2-story great room, which I'll show you in a minute. So there's tons of natural light in this house, and it has that grand feel. So a lot of people really do appreciate that feel when they're looking to move into a certain house. And they've done a good job with the layout here overall too, where a lot of the bedrooms aren't necessarily right off the opening up top here. We're standing in the foyer. As you can see, Nick actually commented when we walked in, it's just very, very open and welcoming in this foyer. Again, 2-story foyer, obviously brand new fixtures throughout. This is going to be your formal dining right off the get here, which I think is a great layout. I love the fixtures in here. They have beautiful woodwork up top as well too, to get you that nice feel and more formal dining type feel. To Nick's left here as I wander around. This is your formal sitting office, what have you. So a lot of people are going to formulate this as an office these days. However, you know, we're set up as a formal sitting room here as well too. This particular layout actually has something else, a bonus feature on the first floor, which I'll get into in a minute, that kind of complements this room, I would say. Coat closet here, and Nick can follow me all the way into this half bath. They've done a good job with the accent walls. You have a quartz countertop, really nice layout. And again, they kept the engineered floors throughout the first floor. So the first floor is a synthetic floor, which a lot of people are going to instead of a hardwood. This is gonna be a lot more durable. So again, this home is in that $700,000-800,000 range. Even a lot of our new construction that we're looking at $1.5 million, $2 million, you're putting a floor like this into it because of its quality, okay? There's so many flavors, so many different colors and vibes that you can go with flooring like this in today's world, that you might as well do something more synthetic that has a very durable feel. So if you have pets or kids or whatever, you know, it's going to last a lot longer, easy to clean, waterproof flooring. So this is a great setup as well. So moving on, we'll kind of take you through, this is the door to the basement, all solid wood doors throughout here. So again, small features to pay attention to, but that's what you're paying for, and you're paying for more quality. And the 2-story great room, I think, is fantastic. We caught a nice fall sunny day here in Michigan, so lots of natural light coming through, of course. But again, that's one of the reasons why you want the 2-story great room. You get all the additional windows. It allows for a lot more natural light throughout and gives you a really nice feel when you walk in here. Like I said, they kept the flooring throughout, so no carpet. A lot of times, for the most part, just so you guys know, if you're thinking about new construction, a lot of times most homes will actually have the formal dining, a lot of times the formal living, as well as the great room has carpet, and you know, to do hardwood or a synthetic floor throughout is always an upgraded option. So obviously being a model, they have it here. It's a really, really nice option that a lot of people choose to do. So this is one of my favorite features of the entire house. The open floor plan leads you right into a big kitchen here. Good layout. I love the quality. I love the cabinet color. I love the selections. Really cool fixtures in here as well too. They've done a fantastic job not only building the home, but I think staging the home and prepping the home. So it has a really good feel throughout, you know, here at this Michigan property. This is one of the biggest benefits of this house, in my opinion, and it is just a massive dining area. So this is your breakfast nook, so to speak, but it's huge, right? Like this is a really big table. They only have four chairs at it, but you could do a much larger table if you wanted to here. And a lot of people are choosing to do that, not using the formal dining as often, although you have it right off the kitchen as well too. So huge breakfast nook, like I said, tons of natural light. There's a great patio out back as well too, all covered, you know, covered in porch. They have the fan back there. You could screen that in. So a lot of people are choosing to screen that in, or a really great option with a home like this is the electric screens. You hit a button, they pop up and down. You know, here in Michigan, the bugs aren't really horrible in Southeast Michigan for the most part, but they can get bad some summers, and depending on what lot you're on and how the moisture is and stuff like that locally. So being able to do that screened in porch is a really, really nice feature. But I love the flow of this. I love having that indoor outdoor feel and just being able to kind of walk through it in that way. So moving on, this is a really big first floor in my opinion, especially considering you have the 2-story foyer and great room. There's a really good sized pantry over here. And then this is something that's going to be a lot more unique in a home like this that you're not going to see a lot. Garage here, it's a 3-car plus garage. Additional coat closet, obviously you have the built-ins. So these types of more custom finishes, guys, with built-ins and stuff like that, they're pretty labor intensive, so they're always, you know, an additional charge if you're thinking new construction. However, totally worth it, gives a really nice flow. So laundry room on the first floor, right off the garage there. So good sized laundry room, tons of cabinetry in here as well too. Quartz countertops on both counters here, and again, more storage below as well. So good sized laundry room. Now this is a really, really cool feature of this house in my opinion. This is gonna be your office, okay? So like I said, you have that formal living space up front, or office or study or library, whatever you wanna call it. And you have an additional one in back too, which is kind of tucked away, which is really, really nice. With work from home and stuff like that, it's a huge benefit to be able to have these multiple office spaces. There's actually a 3-car garage, but it's 2 this way and then 1 deep. So the garage actually goes all the way over to this corner. And for some people that are considering this layout and they want an in-law suite on the first floor, or they want an additional ensuite on the first floor, you can actually convert this into a bedroom and have the bathroom over to the side as well too. So you can really add an additional bedroom and bathroom down here if that's a unique layout for you as well too. So awesome, awesome first floor, great layout, tons of space. I think it has that open floor plan people are going for, but also has some privacy. You can actually divide and conquer in different bedrooms and stuff like that. I think a lot of construction for a while got away from that. They're going for the open floor plan kind of nonstop, and it just ended up being one big space, which led for no privacy. So this layout, very modern design. It was actually designed by TK Design, which is a very local architect and award-winning. They do a ton of stuff like this. They do custom construction. They're an awesome, awesome group, and I know they helped John on this project. So shout out to Evergreen Homes and shout out to TK Design, because they absolutely knocked it out of the park. That does it for the first floor. Let's go ahead and jump upstairs. So the home that I have for sale, well, actually this house, I was here throughout the entire build process, and so I've walked through this house quite a few times, and before they put up the railings, these catwalks are always a little bit nerve-wracking, so it's a lot more comfortable up here. Carpets in, they have the metal spindles. I love the woodwork on the staircase as well too, and again, it just really opens up to this grand floor plan. Lots of trim work throughout the house. Also, the windows themselves, as you can see, they do a wider trim on the windows, which is going to be an upgraded feature for a lot of builders. A lot of builders don't have that wide of the trim work. It really leads for a very custom feel and a very formal, more solid feel throughout. Like I said, solid wood core doors, and when you add these bigger trims throughout the home, it has a much different feel. Also, tons of windows. So there's 6 windows there, another huge window over on this side on the staircase, leads for tons of natural light. This floor plan itself is configured upstairs 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths. The first bedroom's over here, nice coat closet, linen closet, I'm sorry, not coat closet, nice linen closet right here off this walkway, and a huge bedroom here. Again, very formal feel. So they have a good sized bed, desk over here, still have the room for the couch, and a nice, beautiful, big walk-in closet as well too. Again, same features, really nice hardware on here, solid wood core doors. It's great, guys. So it feels very solid in here. Even the sound itself, I feel like kind of protects itself very well in here as well too. It just feels like a solid built home. So moving on, that's 1 bedroom. The other 3 are more congregated on this side, I would say. Another decent sized bedroom as well too. Also with a walk-in closet, so good sized space in here. They have it staged as a nursery, but you get the idea. This one also walk-in closet, so walk-in closets in all the bedrooms. And again, good space here, tons of natural light with the big window. And they do have the additional kick out over here, which is closer to the garage in that. So they've done a good job with this layout. Again, TK and John from Evergreen Homes really nailed it. Again, good trim throughout. Trim up top, it's a bigger piece. It's like a 5-6 inch piece up top. So again, it leads for a nice formal feel, which I really enjoy. Shared bathroom on this floor. Quartz countertops. White is still very, very in, of course. And in the bathroom itself here, if Nick wants to follow me all the way over here, come hang out in the bathroom, man. Let's go. Let's go. You have beautiful tile, and they also tiled all the way up. So none of those inserts or anything like that, or a lot of times you see like partial tile, they tile it all the way up in here as well too. So this is gonna be bathroom number 1 on the first floor. This is the primary. Great primary in my opinion, good layout. Beautiful trim work on the wall here as well too. Again, we're facing, this way is technically east. You're getting a lot of morning light coming in here, which is nice for waking up if you enjoy that. But good sized primary, again, tons of windows as well too. And it flows into a very large primary bathroom. 2 different sinks, nice cabinetry, beautiful shower, walk-in Euroglass doors. Also has the seat in there as well too for your ability to sit in comfort in the shower. And then one of my favorite features is this here off the primary. I mean, just a pretty good sized closet throughout. It goes way over here if Nick wants to kind of pop in. Look at this, so much room for activities. So second floor, 2 baths up, 4 bedrooms. You know, pros and cons of that, just speaking frankly, for anyone that's considering new construction, depending on the size of your family, a lot of people go with this configuration because you get a little bit bigger bedrooms and stuff like that. Some people really do need 3 full baths upstairs for larger families. It's a rare occurrence, but if you have a gang of kids, then it does make sense to typically go with an additional bathroom, and you'll typically see a Jack and Jill, so that the second bathroom we talked about, with an additional ensuite, a princess suite, similar to the primary, but a smaller version of that. So that's just the pro and cons of this house. But again, a lot of people would choose the square footage in the bedrooms, have a bigger bedroom, bigger, you know, great room, bigger foyer as well too, and kind of limit that bathroom on the second floor. So absolute stunner. This one's an absolute knockout. I want to definitely jump outside and show you a couple more unique features before we wrap up. Okay, so last but not least, we're outside. We don't always do exterior of these homes as deep as we probably should, but there's a couple things I want to point out with newer construction homes compared to some other properties, okay? So as you can see, it's a beautiful back patio, porch, whatever you want to call it. It's almost a lanai, okay? So you have a more formal finish. They have woodwork up top, you know, beautiful woodwork around, as well as the fan up top. So you can really enjoy this backyard. Good sized backyard here in Canton. Wooded lot, which is always an upgraded feature if you're thinking new construction, or obviously if you're buying resale, that's always an additional nice to have when it comes to resale. However, you know, I want to show you a little bit about the yard, which I would say is a pretty good sized lot. They went a little bit deeper on the lots in this particular site, a little bit closer together on the homes. That's just how they built them. But a couple things to consider, right? So you're gonna see a lot of this face brick on the lower part, a lot of these properties, and then also a lot of this siding. So an upgraded feature from a vinyl siding, which you see a lot these days, is going to be what's called a hardy board. So this is actually a cement type board. It's made out of cement, and the wear and tear on it is a lot better than, you know, a lot of other features as well too when it comes to different products. So whether you're doing a vinyl siding, which can kind of come off a little bit or can be damaged pretty easily from, you know, flinging rocks from the mower and stuff like that, the hardy board is a really, really nice feature. These days, you're gonna see in a lot of different shapes and sizes. So They have it kind of scheduled for a siding, you know, here, but you see it as shake and different products, but it's a really, really nice cement board, a good feature to build with. So I always like to see homes built with that as well too. Another feature that I really, really like about this house is how they did the windows. So you have the black trim windows on the outside, and the interior is actually white wall. So you can do black trim sometimes, or you could do a white trim in the inside. These are Anderson windows, so good warranty on those, really high-end windows as well too. Evergreen did a really good job with picking the right quality in the right places, in my opinion. And again, this back porch is fantastic, great sitting area. They can do it with an electric screen or a screen throughout too, which is really cool to enjoy this backyard. One benefit here in Canton Township is a lot of places in Canton Township are fairly quiet, okay? So you're out in, you know, the country a little bit. You're not right off a lot of the busy roads in this part of town, which is just off Cherry Hill Village. We're at Ridge Road and Cherry Hill Road and a little bit south of Ford Road. So you can jump on Ridge right here, go to Ford Road, go into Canton. There's all your shopping, restaurants, Meijer, everything that you guys need is right there off Ford Road. Or you can actually go the other way, go west on Ford Road and head into Ann Arbor really, really fast. Canton's a very good location for a lot of different reasons. This back porch is fantastic. This home is an absolute knockout. Cherry Hill Village area, okay? This is the Meadows of Canton over here in Canton Township. If you're thinking new construction, if you're thinking about moving to the area and you want more information, definitely dive deep. Hey guys, I get this question a lot. This is actually a very good point that I should end on here before I wrap up. And a lot of people ask, I was literally texting a guy yesterday, and he asked me, like, should I use a real estate agent to purchase new construction? And 100% yes is my answer 100% of the time. Why is that? Well, anytime you buy a house, there's a lot of steps to go through. There's a lot of data to look at. And a real estate agent should be providing you those data. They should be taking you through the steps. They should be making sure that things go smooth for you along the way, okay? So that's number one. Number two is anytime you buy a house, okay, usually it's a 2-3 month process, okay? When you're building a house, it could be a 12, 18 month, 24 month process depending on the builder, depending on the vibe. And so being able to navigate through that, understand what's supposed to be happening, understand someone that's dealt heavily in new construction that can take you through the process, let you know what's right, what's wrong, what needs to get corrected, hold the builder accountable, make sure you're hitting timelines. There's a lot of things that happen with new construction, and so it's totally in your best interest to hire an agent. 99.9% of the time, there's no cost to you, okay? The real estate commission's always paid out of a marketing budget. At least all the builders that I know, we work with all the major builders in the area, production builders, smaller builders, custom builders. They're all more than happy to work with a team like ours because we bring them a lot of business. We bring them a lot of clients. So there's no savings to not use an agent for you. So for the most part, it's free of charge for you. There's no cost or anything. It's included. Why not have that representation along the way? But if you're thinking about building new construction, definitely find a real estate agent. Additional, or comma, find a real estate agent, comma, one that works heavily in new construction in the areas that you're looking, and that will be drastically beneficial for you. It will really take a lot off your plate, make you sleep better at night along the way, and also make sure you're getting the best possible deal. We can still run comparables on new construction. We can look at the data. You can understand your risk reward, and when you're buying new construction, things like deposits, appraisals, there's a lot more that are a little bit harder to judge in new construction compared to even resale. So it's an absolute no-brainer to go that direction. If you're thinking about moving to the area, or if this video provided any value to you, please hit subscribe, tap for notifications, of course, like we say in every single video. It tells us that YouTube is doing a good job here, or we're doing a good job for YouTube, what have you. Either way, looking forward to connect and looking forward to seeing you tuning into our next video.